Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping on to the Pokemon Global Link Battle Spot ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2019 season. Hope you're all well, having a great day. We're going to continue on today with this Kyogre Yveltal team. Yesterday's episode was fun. We had an extra battle at the end, decided we had a little bit more time, and we just decided to lead a little bit abnormally, so it didn't go so well, but we'll improve on that today. We've got our first opponent, Typhon, from Australia, I believe, on a 1734 rating, if I remember correctly. And as always, guys, if you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the videos, please support the channel by leaving a like on the video. It really does make a difference. So let's get the in-game music on, because why not? And let's go through the team. So Incineroar, Lunala, Xerneas, Tapu Lele, Sableye, and Amoonguss. So we've got two fake out supports there for the Xerneas setup, and Incineroar with the Intimidate and the Sableye with that Prankster ability. Prankster ability is a little bit conflicted because of the Psychic Terrain and both sides of the field, with both of us playing Tapu Lele. Gonna have the restricted Xerneas, we know the drill with that. It's gonna go for Geomancy and start a sweep, and then Lunala is gonna be a pain like we saw in the last episode. We need to approach it a little bit better. And then Amoonguss is gonna be the Trick Room counter, which everyone seems to be going for, including us. So I'm not gonna stray too far away from what we have been doing with Tapu Lele, Drifblim as a lead. I do think we need Yveltal this game because it's so good against that Lunala, and then we definitely need to check for stuff like Incineroar, so we have to bring Kyogre really. There is an argument here for our own Incineroar. It's good against the Sableye, it's good against the Amoonguss, the Intimidate support's really good against the opposing Incineroar, and it also does a really nice job against Lunala as well, but unfortunately we don't really have room for it in this. If we want to go down this route, we've currently got to go for our Tailwind, take advantage of that and start doing damage. Make sure that we take advantage of our Tailwind, like pick our moment to play the Tailwind when it's appropriate, and then start taking advantage of that with Yveltal, Kyogre coming in and really making use of that speed control, because otherwise there is no Trick Room on my opponent's team unless Lunala has it. I need to really check. I'm sure Lunala learns Trick Room, I'm not too sure. I could be sounding super dumb here, but I don't see any other speed control on my opponent's team other than that Tailwind, so that's something we need to just keep in mind. So turn one, right, we could go Tailwind, and we could go Moonblast into the Sableye. We are sashed, so we could lose Drifblim, but I mean if we get the Tailwind up and then we can get something like Kyogre in, it makes such a difference. So I am just going to do that. I'm going to go for, okay, we're going to see Gravity come in. I'm going to see Hypnosis come out from this Lunala 100%. We get the Tailwind up, it's going to start putting stuff to sleep, but hopefully our Lele outspeeds the Lunala, which we do. We should be able to remove the Sableye from the field, which is nice, and we'll see who goes to sleep. There's a Hypnosis right into Drifblim. Okay, I mean that's fine, but we're not utilising these Tailwind turns like we wanted to. But I mean we can taunt the Xerneas here, which is a big deal, because we've got turns where we want to be waking up. I'm just going to Acrobatics the Lunala, break that ability by chipping away its HP. We're not going to wake up anyway, but I'm going to taunt the Xerneas, stop the potential Geomancy setup, because we do not want that happening. That would be so detrimental. I know we've got Haze on Drifblim, but at the same time wouldn't be ideal. We do see a Hypnosis come out. We're going to see, I guess the next time my opponent starts throwing out attacks, really. Yeah, so I did go for the Geomancy. Right, it might be a good idea. I say a good idea, I don't think it is a good idea to do it, but at the same time, I'm going to go for Acrobatics into Lunala. And I'm going to go for a SOHK into, I do want to go Moonblast into Lunala. We need to get rid of that. With the Gravity up, it's a pain in the backside. Like, Lele's not going to wake up. Drifblim doesn't wake up this turn. Hopefully we don't have like 3 turn sleeps, because that would be terrible for us. Moongeist Beam coming out. Is it going to be into which one? Drifblim, I imagine. Sleep Control. Do take it. Dazzling Gleam. Gonna be enough. Okay, so we get Kyogre in now. We can get Kyogre in. We can get... Yeah, we have to bring Kyogre in, really. And we can start checking out some water spouts. And hopefully Lele wakes up this turn. Like, Lele waking up here, breaking that ability on the Lunala, and then we can get full power water spout off. Would be so huge for us. Be so huge. So, let's just click in. Come on, Lele, baby, wake up. Wake up. No, we got Moonblast again. It's going to be more powerful with the Fairy Aura, I believe. I believe. Come on. Come on, Lele. Just wake up. That's all we need. Wake up. Ugh. Really not what we need. Like, sleep can be so punishing. I hate this. I hate this, like, setup. Like, let's gravity and hypnosis everything. I mean, it works because we're getting trapped by it. Like, we're getting absolutely battered by it. But Xerneas' Taunt War after Tailwind wears out. So excellent, excellent news. We're in a bit of a... We are in a sticky situation here because if we attack into the Xerneas, the Lunala gets the opportunity to just put us to sleep if it protects. And I don't even know if Foul Play will be enough to get the Xerneas. I mean, one thing we could do... Ooh, is Tailwind, but then I think we have to just Water Spout and Foul Play and hope the Foul Play is enough to get the Xerneas. Come on. Please, if it EVs you. At least we know my opponent knows how to not put attack EVs in Xerneas. This is good. Another Hypnosis coming out. Xerneas, Geomancy, and that is game. Ugh. I mean, the other option there is going for Foul Play into the Lunala, but then we still give the Xerneas free reign to Geomancy. We could have Tailwinded, but then we're banking on, like, we're still in the same position and we bank on the Kyogre waking up early doors, so, Jesus. I mean, the Lele is definitely in the back. Oh, like 100% the Lele is in the back because you have to play the Lele. I think, like, maybe not against us so much, but against other teams, because like the Hypnosis Gravity stuff is just shut down so hard from Misty or Electric Terrain. So there's some Giant's Beam, whatever it's called, and that will... Oh, okay, it's not enough. I mean, if Kyogre wakes up here, we get the Xerneas. But if it's a Lele in the back, we are knackered. It's Incineroar. That's the Lele. Of course it's a Lele. It's always going to be the Lele. I mean, there's like nothing we can do now. I mean, we can attack into the Lunala. Scald's not going to be enough to take it down. Like, we're slower as well, so we've got no chance. One hit point. And there we go. Good game to my opponent. But I really, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Hypnosis Gravity. It's so memey. Like, that's what I don't like about it. Like, and I don't think it works. Like, it works best of one. It definitely works best of one on the ladder, like here. It's a perfect place for it. Tournaments, I really like. I think it's definitely something like you go into a tournament and you have ways around that. Like you definitely prepare for that sort of thing, because it's like the one thing that you don't want to be like losing to at a tournament, because people will play it. People will play it and genuinely believe that it's like as like a decent thing, and there are people that don't prepare for it, so that kind of backs up their points. My personal opinion, I don't think it's like really that great, to be honest, but it does work, and we just got beat with it, so it is obviously good, isn't it? So we got our next opponent anyway. Gauss VGC playing Kyogre, Tapu Lele, Incineroar, Xerneas, Cresselia, and Ferrothorn. So, what modes have we got here? We got Trick Room, that's about it speed control wise, other than Electric Web maybe on the Tapu Lele, and then the Geomancy with the Xerneas. So, I mean, we've got ways to like shut down stuff. I mean, the Trick Room going up could be problematic. For sure, because the Ferrothorn's a bit of an issue, and I think like the inclusion of Ferrothorn there kind of makes me want to bring Incineroar just for that, because otherwise we don't really have any good ways to deal with it. So do we want Lele? That is the question. Lele and Blim. Lele Blim is something I like to bring for Xerneas specifically, because it gives us such good answers to like just shutting it down. But I think I might go on Incineroar, and then do we want Kyogre or do we want Yveltal? Like Yveltal's like really good. Like we've got the checks for Xerneas, so I think Yveltal Incineroar is probably not bad. Like the double dark typing, because if once the Xerneas goes down, like we don't have too bad a time. I mean the Tapu Lele is really threatening, which would mean like bringing Amoonguss would probably be not a bad idea as well, but Amoonguss doesn't really do anything against Ferrothorn, and Ferrothorn is definitely something I feel my opponent will bring. I think like if you look at our team, Ferrothorn does such a good job outside of the Incineroar. Like you don't really worry about anything other than the Incineroar. So we do see my opponent lead off with Cresselia Kyogre. We are faster than the Kyogre, so I would imagine that is going to be a slow Kyogre for sure. I think turn 1 we probably Acrobatics into the Kyogre and we taunt the Cresselia. Because I'd imagine my opponent probably wants to go Trick Room turn 1. If we can deny that, that's pretty big for us. I'd imagine if anything the Kyogre probably protects here to avoid any big damage, while the Cresselia goes for the setup. So yeah, I'm locking in. Acrobatics and taunt. I guess the problem is, wow, no protect coming out. I guess the problem is, if my opponent has Mental Herb on the Cresselia, that could be an issue. No Mental Herb. Kyogre going for Calm Mind. You crazy mind. You crazy mind. I like it though. I really like it. You can see the Trick Room? Yeah, Trick Room. There we go. Okay, so Calm Mind. That's awesome. I really like that. It's got Acrobatics and SOHK into the Kyogre. Acrobatics, is it going to pop a berry though? It shouldn't, right? It shouldn't. Especially if Incineroar comes in for the Cresselia. The Intimidate will help us out. That's going to be Tapu Lele. Maybe the SOHK doesn't get it. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? It's all about not popping the berry here though. Okay, SOHK should hopefully get it from this range, I would hope. Oh my god, are you kidding? Are you actually kidding? Like... It's into Lele. Just perfect. So I think here you just Tailwind. And we have to protect with Lele, otherwise we just lose it. Like we're probably gonna lose Drifblim here. Like Thunder, Scald into Drifblim. Because my opponent probably predicts the Tailwind to get the jump with Lele and Coco. Can't believe that Kyogre hang on survival. Like by like it must have been 1 or 2. Crazy. Volt Switch. Going to be probably back into Cresselia, I'd imagine, and like I said, we probably lose Drifblim here. I'd imagine the double coming in, but you might want to just double into to Lele. Makes sense. There's the Cresselia coming in. Thunder, okay, doubling into the Drifblim like we kind of thought. And +1, there's no way we take that. Like no chance. Oh, I think we have to go. Well, we have to go Yveltal. We've got no option. We do not have an option here. Tailwind's up. Like we got Taunt, and like we either double into the Kyogre and allow the Trick Room to go up. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, honestly. Or we switch out Lele and foul play Kyogre. But I really don't like doing that. I think we have to double. Like we could snarl. Like snarling and taunt is probably the best. Like it kind of covers ourselves a little bit better. In case the Cresselia switches out, oh, it's going to help now. Of course it's going to help now. Should have just doubled the Kyogre. That would have been enough. At least you get the special attack drop, I guess, on it. Things are not going well today. Thunder into Yveltal. Huh. That's like neutral helping hand boosted Thunder. Okay. And then we got Incineroar to come in. Excellent. That Kyogre probably just protects here. I mean, we lose this game like all day long. Like, let's just knock off the Cresselia, and I mean, we just side shock the Kyogre. It's probably not enough. It was on around the same when we, well, it was lower last time when we hit it, wasn't it? And the side shock wasn't enough. So, I mean, Kyogre's gonna switch out. You're gonna see come in Tapu Koko. I mean, you just get rid of the Lele here from our side of the field and Kyogre wins. It's as simple as that. Like, yeah, there we go. And that's going to be game. I'm just going to forfeit so we can actually get another game in, because this is depressing. I didn't expect the Calm Mind though to come out. But that's survival though. That's survival. Nice EVs from my opponent, good game, and we'll move on to our next one, and we'll see if we can turn it around. Jeez, oh, you know that feeling when you get like so frustrated, you're like, I don't really want to play anymore, but it's like those times where you've got to really like just kind of ignore what your head's saying, and just ignore the feelings of real frustration, and just try and be calm about stuff. And just look back and think, right, where could we have went differently there? There was definitely the play where the helping hand came out. Like my thinking about it as well, my opponent knows that we've got taunt, so they're not going to just freely set the Trick Room up unless they want to call them the major double bluff where we don't taunt them because we think they don't want to set the Trick Room up to waste the taunt. But besides that, we should have doubled into the Kyogre then, and it wouldn't have been as much of a problem, and we would have been able to make some sort of comeback rather than make a really worthless attempt like we did by taunting the Cresselia, which was the obvious play. So we need to look at that as well. Anyway, we can look at that a little bit later on. We've got our next opponent, Androgeno. Androgeno? Is that how you pronounce it? I have no idea. But they have a team of Groudon, Hydreigon, Ho-Oh, Togedemaru, Whimsicott, and Tapu Lele. So, what are we looking at? Tailwind all over the shop. There's potentially on Hydreigon, Ho-Oh, Wimmy. There's double encore there. Fake out support from the Togedemaru. Terrain support from the Tapu Lele, which kind of indicates to me that the Whimsicott's Chlorophyll, not Prankster, which would make a lot of sense. And then the Groudon is the restricted Pokemon. We definitely want Lele in this matchup. It just does so much work against the Hydreigon. It can do work against the Groudon. We need to be careful with the Togedemaru for sure. But I am going to bring Drifblim, Lele as a lead, and then I think we go standard Yveltal, Kyogre. Let's go back to our roots and bring our old four that did so well and then we started changing things, and it went so bad. So let's end with a victory today. Come on, let's do this. We need to do this. Do it for me. Do it for me, dude. So we're gonna need a standard Drifblim, Tapu Lele, Whimsicott, Groudon coming in. Okay, and that's alright. We'll probably see Groudon Protect. Obviously Wimmy Tailwind, I'd imagine, or Taunt. But it will have the Chlorophyll. You've got to remember that. It's got the Chlorophyll ability. The other option we could do is switching Kyogre right now. Get rid of the Sun and set up Tailwind ourselves. Or we could just set the Sun up and just... Like, the thing that I don't want to do with Drifblim is really Tailwind, because I feel like the Whimsicott's either got Taunt or Encore. If it's Chlorophyll, which I definitely presume it will be, like, do I Taunt or do I just double attack the Groudon? I mean, it could just Will-O-Wisp and SOHK it, or Moonblast it. Moonblast would probably do a bit more because stronger defensively, right? So even with the terrain boost, yeah, well, Moonblast and more Will-O-Wisp. Okay, Groudon switching out. Oh, coming in. What's the Wimmy gonna do? Then my opponent there is expecting the Kyogre switch for sure. Let's see this Psychic Seed. Wimmy just protecting. So it's probably got Encore, I'd imagine. Will-O-Wisp coming out doesn't affect it. Oh, of course. And that doing absolutely nothing. Right, let's go for the Tailwind now for sure, and let's go SOHK into the Ho-Oh. Hopefully we don't get Encored. If we do, hopefully, not playing with the best intentions here. But the Wimmy might not have it. I would say though, it's definitely got Taunt or Encore. Moonblast. Huh. Okay. Gonna double up into the Lele probably right here. Just Life Orb, alright. Huh. That's interesting. Gonna SOHK, we will outspeed this Ho-Oh, ignoring that Psychic Seed special defensive boost and do some nice damage to it. And the Ho-Oh matches with the Tailwind, so that's fine. I mean, like, here, we are in a great position to... Depends if that... Oh no, the Wimmy is not. I mean, it is faster. I mean, what we could probably do is go Acrobatics into the Whimsicott and then just protect with Lele. So I don't want to go down to a Moonblast, which I feel like we probably will from the previous damage. No, I'll look in a minute. We probably will. I'm going to protect Lele from this Moonblast, and hopefully we can pick up a KO with Acrobatics onto the Whimsicott. Moonblast again, yeah. The Ho-Oh might go for a Roost. Makes sense. Did. Might just attack into Drifblim as well. Pokeberry potentially. There we go. Get rid of the Whimsicott. Sacred Fire into Drifblim. Okay. Oh my god. That's ridiculous damage. Let's bring in Yveltal. We don't want to bring in Kyogre just yet because my opponent decides to bring in a Groudon right now. I mean, if they've got Lele as well, this could be... Okay, it's Groudon. That's good. That's good for us. That's good. I mean, that is good for us because, like, Lele will be able to get the Ho-Oh, and we're going to be able to do some big damage with Foul Play onto the Groudon. So, I think we just go for that for sure. And we may lose Lele, definitely, but unless the Ho-Oh's got Protect or it switches out, then we kind of lock the Weather War as well, which is what we want to be doing right now, and get Kyogre, and we've still got Tailwind without Yveltal. If there's no switches, no protects for my opponent, we'll take the Weather for sure, even if we lose Lele. Yep, no switches, no switch outs, not doing anything. SOHK's going to pick up the KO, and Yveltal will surely outspeed the Groudon and do some huge damage to it with Foul Play. Say 50% hopefully. Come on, let's do it. Yes, 50%. Fire Punch coming out into Yveltal. Okay. Is it the Lele? Is it the Lele? It is the Lele. Okay. It is the Lele. Alright. I'm going to protect Yveltal. And how many turns have we got? We've got one turn of Tailwind, one turn of Cycling Terrain, one turn of Sun. So I'm going to Moonblast the opposing Tapu Lele and hope our Lele gets taken down this turn. That's what we want. I wonder how fast the opposing Tapu Lele is. If it's Scarf, that causes a few problems for sure. Groudon protecting. We might get through this turn where we actually outspeed the Lele, it attacks our Yveltal, and we can two-shot it with Moonblast. And we're not going to, but we do get the special attack drop as well, which is quite nice. Okay. Sunlight fades, Tailwind Pitters out. On both sides of the field, weirdness disappears. Right, we can just go for that foul play now. I think the Groudon has to double protect here. We definitely outspeed the opposing Tapu Lele, and we should be able to put it in range, and my opponent forfeits. Just forfeits. So very good game to my opponent, and I think from that position we'll be able to lock it. So thank goodness we actually get a win in today's episode. Other two games not so great, and just really frustrating. Like I say, really frustrating, but it's those points when you're playing, you've got to really just take a step back, slow it down, breathe a little, and just look at what's happened and try and evaluate things so you can move forward and not make the same mistakes again. And that's what it's all about, guys. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, leave your comments down below, leave a like on the video, and as I always just give you a little reminder, we have guides at the minute for all of the restricted Pokemon, or a lot of the restricted Pokemon in the Sun series. You can check out the guide up here, and it will take you over to the playlist, and you can take your pick and eat your heart out with all of the guides that we've got so far. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We'll be back for another episode very soon. Have a great evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of day it is, and I will see you all for our next episode. So until then, guys, take care and bye bye.